So I had told you about the marshes and the plants that grow in the marshes and their adaptations. Now next we will study about the plains. Next we will study about the plains. So plains are the areas where the climate is moderate. That means they don't have too much hot or too much cold. Their rainfall is also sufficient. So plants are growing there in large amount. So these areas plains areas are having moderate climate, that is neither too hot nor too cold, sufficient rainfall. So like people, banyan, mango, like this trees are growing in the plain areas. So we can write that. So plains are having moderate climate, that is neither too cold nor too hot. Rainfall is sufficient. People, banyan, etc. These plants are growing in the plains. These plants are shedding their leaves. They shed their leaves in winter season to protect them from the cold. So they shed their leaves. Since they are shedding their leaves, these trees are called deciduous trees. These trees are called deciduous trees. So these plants are shedding their leaves, that is why they are called deciduous trees. So there are two type of trees, evergreen trees and deciduous trees. Evergreen trees, they do not shed their leaves, and deciduous trees, they shed their leaves. So you can say that two types of trees are there. Evergreen trees, they do not shed their leaves, and deciduous trees, they shed their leaves. So these all are going under deciduous trees. Since they are shedding their leaves in the winter season to protect from cold, they are called deciduous trees. Some other examples are there like coconut, mango, gulmohar. So these trees, they do not shed their leaves. That is why they are going under evergreen trees, and they are mostly growing in the hot and damp regions. They do not shed their leaves. That is why they are called evergreen trees. These trees are shedding their leaves. That is why they are called deciduous trees. So you can see in the figure some of the trees that are found in plains figure is there. Then next we will go to grasslands. So grasslands are the areas, these are the large fields or large area covered with grasses or wild flowers are there. So grassland is the area that is covered with grasses and wild flowers. The grasses, these grasslands, they receive very less rainfall. So the plants, so the small plants, the grasses are adapted to develop the deep roots to absorb water from the soil. The since this the small plants, grasses are scattered all over the field, that is why the soil is rich in nutrients and good for farming. Since they receive less rainfall, tall trees or bushes, the number of tall trees or bushes are very less here. Small plants or grasses are scattered all over the field. That is why it is a large area covered with grasses, and since there is less rainfall is there, the grasses or the plants are developing the roots that is going deep to the ground to absorb the water. For if I will give you example, the example are foxtail, ryegrasses. These are the examples that are found in the grassland. So you can see the grasslands figure. You can see in the figure, you can see foxtail and ryegrasses. These are the type of grasses that are found in the grasslands. Number of tall trees or bushes are very less here because this area receives very less rainfall. That is why small plants or grasses are scattered all over the area. So now we will study about the coastal regions. Coastal region means the regions near the sea coast. So certain regions are there near the sea coast that receives high rainfall and the water can be salty. Since it is near the sea, so the water is salty and they receive high rainfall. That is why coconut, rubber, pepper are some plants that are growing in these regions. So they do not shed their leaves in the winter season. So you can write like that. So I can write that coastal regions, they receive heavy rainfall or high rainfall. They do not shed leaves in the winter season, and the examples are coconut and rubber. Along with this, you can see your book so that it will be more clear for you. After the coastal regions, we will go to the forest areas. So forests are very populated areas, means forests are the regions that are different kinds of plants are growing there, and forests are home to a wide variety of animals and birds. So forest, very different kinds of plants, they thickly populated by the plants. So the forest experience heavy rainfall, many varieties of trees, shrubs, herbs are found, and the leaves of the plants growing in the forest have waxy coating with their pointed tips, so that they allow the water to drain away from the leaves, so that the leaves will not get damaged. And the soil in the forest, that is also very shallow. Plants growing in soils have special roots that help them to stand firmly in the soil. For example, so here for to explain you, I can write. So forest, they have experienced heavy rainfall. The leaves are having waxy coating, so that the water can be drained away from the leaves and the leaves will not get damaged. So soils are very shallow in the forest. The soils are very shallow, and plants growing in these soils, they have special roots, so that they can stand firmly in the soil, means they can hold the soil tightly. Okay, so these are the adaptation shown by the trees or shrubs or herbs. So many varieties of plants we can see in the forest. So example, you can give rosewood, orchid, mahogany, all these sandalwood, all these are the found in the forest. So this type of trees are found in the, or plants are found in the forest. You can see in the figure. Coconut also you can see in the coconut tree, the rubber tree you can see, and all these things you can see. I have given you one figure also so that you will be clear, and please read the book to be more clear about it. And all these things I am writing to make you understand. No need of writing now all these things in the note copy. So these are only for your understanding.